Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to discuss paper 2, that is paper of English literature for UGC Net of June 2005. And the first question is, the nun's priest tale had its origin in, so the right answer is the French Roman de Renard. Second question is, the first folio of Shakespeare's play appeared in, so the right answer is 1623. Restoration comedy begins with, the right answer is Etheridge. The author of the Progress of the Soul is John Donne. Dr. Johnson's The Lives of the Poet is an example of biographical criticism. The picaresque novel with a female picaroon is Moll Flanders. The expression ancestral voices professing war occurs in Kubla Khan. The posthumously published work of Jane Austen is, which is a novel, is Northanger Abbey. Carlyle's sator res satus means, the right answer is the tailor retailored. The character not created by Hardy is, the right answer is Betsy Trotwood. The poet who described poetry as inspired mathematics is, the right answer is Ezra Pound. The women character who is an artist in profession in Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse is Lily Briscoe. The poet who said my poems are not about violence but about vitality is, so Ted Hughes said that. Next, Pinter's caretaker can be called a, so comedy of menace. Toni Morrison used male narrator for the first time in, the right answer is Song of Solomon. The author of The Hungry Tide is Amitabh Ghosh. The soul of tragedy according to Aristotle is plot. The discussion of fabula or Sayuzat occurs in formalism. United we stand, divided we fall is an example of, right answer is antithesis. A meter in which an unaccented syllable precedes the accented syllable is called iambic pentameter. The next one is, choose the correct chronological sequence. So the right answer is Sense of Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, then comes Mansfield Park and Northanger Abbey, which was obviously published posthumously, so it has to be at the last, and this is the sequence. Next is Shakespeare's criticism by Bradley, Spurgeon, T.S. Eliot, Stephen Greenblatt. Choose the correct chronological sequence. Oxford Movement, Pre-Raphaelite, Brotherhood, Imagism, Movement, Poetry. In this we have to choose the correct chronological order. So the correct chronological order is, the first comes closet drama, second comes epic theatre, then theatre of absurd, and then portable theatre. The next question is, choose the correct chronological order. So the right answer is Thomas Kidd, Marlowe, Thomas Nash, Ben Jonson. Next one is, choose the correct chronological order. So the first will be Religio Medici, then comes Areopagitica, Burial, and then Essay on Dramatic Poesy. Next is, we have to choose the correct chronological sequence. So the right answer is Toru Dutt, then comes Sarojini Naidu, then comes Kamala Das, then comes Meena Alexander. Then choose the correct answer. Lady Habism, Dorothea, Jude, Mrs. Morel. Next is, the wall wrought on the verbal icon theory of literature, literary theory and introduction. Next is Nobel Prize winners in literature. W.E. Yeats, T.S. Eliot, Nadine Gordimer, Seamus Heaney. Next is the matching pair. The Diverting History of John Gilpin, William Cowper. The next is The Castle of Otranto is a Gothic novel. Next is, now we have to select the matching pair. So the right answer is Emily Bront is matched with Yorkshire Moors. So this is the place she is related to, and all other are wrong. Now this next is select the matching pair who gave what kind of form to the literature. So the right answer is magical realism was given by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Now select the matching pair. Right answer is Zelmschlave glossomatics is the correct answer. Next is select the matching pair. So AD Hope is related to Australia. Select the matching pair. Osborne is the entertainer. And next is Pre-Raphaelite is related to William Morris. Next is Giv Patel is related to Gujarati. Next is Pearl is related to Scarlet Letter. The assertion we had a very restful holiday implies we didn't exert ourselves. The next question is the progress of an artist is a continual self sacrifice, a continual extinction of personality. This assertion implies that an artist is likely to make progress through continual self sacrifice and extinction of personality. The best poetry will be found to have a power of forming, sustaining, and delighting us. This assertion implies that poetry is more useful than other arts. Human beings, and especially human beings as an integral part of a social organization, are regarded as primary subject matter of literature. This assertion implies human as social being are the nucleus of all literary exercise. Now, next question is we must learn to see more, to hear more, to feel more. The assertion implies that a sharpening of three faculties mentioned would help human being to become better. Now, next is there is given a passage and there are questions related to that. So, John Dryden is the late 17th century defined poetic license as the liberty which poets have assumed to themselves in all ages of speaking things in words which are beyond the severity of prose in the most common use. The term is confined to diction alone to justify the poet's departure from the rules and convention of standard spoken and written prose in matters such as syntax, word order, the use of archaic or newly coined words, and the conventional use of I rhymes. The degree and kind of linguistic freedom assumed by poets have varied according to the convention of each age, but in every case, the justification of the freedom lies in the success of the effect. In a broader sense, poetic license is applied not only to language, but to all the ways in which the poet and other literary authors are held to be free to violate, for special efforts, the ordinary norms not only of common discourse but also of literal and historical truth, including the device of meter and rhyme, the recourse to literary conventions, and the representation of fictional characters and events. Now, the first question is poetic license means what? So, the right answer is that poetic license means liberty with diction alone. Next is linguistic freedom is so linguistic freedom is freedom with diction to be able to use newly coined words, syntax. So in this type of things, if freedom is given, then it's called linguistic freedom. Next is how do you justify the linguistic freedom taken? So the right answer is on the basis of the success of the effect. On the basis of the subset of effect. Next is diction means. So the right answer is syntax and word order. Poetic license applies to all literary. That is it for today. Thank you everyone.